fire us off.
Oh my goodness, what's that happening?
And this is the Three Forks one, right?
Yes.
We're doing first? Okay.
It's recording and streaming, but. I'm gonna pause. Uh-oh. It shows that it's hot.
So I'm gonna do set live now, Daryl.
Are we?
I'm gonna click it now.
Okay, yeah, go
Okay.
for it.
It could be live. Don't worry about it. Okay. Something's wrong with the camera.
Okay. Are we recording audio?
Yes.
Good to go? All right. I'll call our June 18th Mosquito Board meeting for Three Forks Mosquito District to order. Public comment on any items not on the agenda. Is there any public comment? Is there any public comment? Is there any public comment? Okay. Hearing none. We'll move on to our next order of business, which is elections. So we have to elect the chair and a vice chair, correct?
And I would nominate Commissioner Rick Meyer
I will second that motion, and that would be for the
to be
chair?
chairperson.
Oh.
I will second that motion. Any other nominations? Nominations are closed. Motion has been made and seconded to, what is it?
Elect?
Elect.
Yeah, that's the
Elect
word.
Commissioner Lindsay Rickmeyer as the chair for the Three Forks Mosquito District Board. Is there any public comment? Any public comment?
It's a
Any
terrible
public
idea.
comment?
Terrible idea.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. All right.
Oh, do I get to run it now? Or is it, does it automatically go to me?
Let me
Yes.
do the
The vice.
vice
Oh, vice,
first, and
okay.
then,
Perfect.
okay. All right, nominations are now open for vice chair.
I move to nominate Commissioner Randolph as vice chair
Okay.
of the Three Forks Mosquito Board.
You accept the nomination?
I accept the nomination with pride.
You didn't get that opportunity.
I didn't get it.
All right. Motion has been made. I will second the motion. A motion made and seconded to elect Commissioner Debbie Randolph as the vice chair for the Three Forks District Mosquito Board. Any public comment? Any public comment? Any public comment? Okay, hearing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right. So the new chair is Lindsay Rickmeyer and vice chair is Debbie Randolph.
I didn't hear you vote for yourself, Vice
Oh.
Chair.
I recuse myself.
All right. Next item on the agenda is the approval of the April 2024 minutes.
I apologize, it's supposed to read August 15,
August.
2023.
Oh,
That was the last time that the Three Forks Board met.
15.
I'll move to approve the minutes from August 15th, 2023.
And I will second that.
Okay, a motion has been made to approve the minutes from August 2023 and seconded. Is there any public comment? Is there any public comment? Any public comments? All right. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, motion is passed.
Supposed to ask if there's any opposed.
Oh, do you have to ask if
Yeah.
you're opposed? Oh, all right.
Okay.
It's good. This is good. I'm cutting
So,
my teeth on it.
moving forward, the minutes can be moved to a consent agenda. Would you like that to happen?
You know, I think that on most of our other boards, they do ask for approval of the minutes.
Yeah.
They
No,
do.
I'm giving you the
Yeah.
option.
I think we'll
'Cause it-
continue just
okay.
going down that.
I would prefer that, just be consistent
Yep.
among all the boards.
Well, and if for some reason we forget
Yeah.
to put them on the agenda, then we can do them on the consent agenda, right?
So,
Okay.
Let's see, so Melinda is not the assistant anymore, but it will be Baleen. You can just cross that out.
Well, she wasn't here when
but she's still the witness.
she's the witness,
Yeah,
that's
so-
true.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, either way.
Okay.
Just hold on. Yeah.
All right, next item on the agenda is the budget report.
Okay, so this is basically the end of year for the Three Forks Mosquito District. I would like to comment on a couple of things. I think in the upcoming years, especially as we resolve the big hurdles for the Three Forks District and its boundaries and residents, that maybe the Three Forks Mosquito District only does maybe 5% of my wages as we monitor the contracts and set the traps, if that is what we do. And then with the tax hurdles that the treasurer faced in the last year, I didn't have her pursue the refunds or that process for the residents that are outside of the district. But now that things are sort of resolved as far as the school budget and those things, I think we will look into it. I know that they did pull it off this current year's taxes, so that it was not assessed for this last tax year. So we just need to address it for past years and get that rolling. But
Okay.
we didn't have, time is not of the essence in this as far as that goes, and I thought that the pressing things should get handled first.
Okay.
All right.
So we'll start that process again.
Okay.
Okay. How many, did we ever find out how many people were?
We did, I don't remember the number.
Okay.
It was a lot, but not a lot of money, so I'll have to see where if it falls into that $5 threshold or not.
Okay.
That'll be the,
Oh, that's right, there is that statute that.
yep.
So do you want to put that on our next agenda, the recommendation of your wages? Or how do you
So,
want to do that?
so it doesn't have to be a wage I don't know, I guess that's up to you guys.
Because it's actually part of this year's budget.
Because with this year's it's set at 15, but, I think, Debbie.
15%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Debbie Kelly and I had talked about it, and we had talked about reducing it to 5 as far as that goes. But I
Do you
think-
mean for the budget that will start in July 1st?
Mhm.
Or for, oh.
And I meet with Bill tomorrow.
Okay. Okay.
But you guys don't approve, you guys are not your advisory as far as this board.
Actually, what we will do, we will approve that in our regular budget resolution.
Yep, so as the commission, you guys will approve it in the regular thing, but as the
Yeah.
mosquito board, you're advisory.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
That's really confusing.
So we can,
Yes.
yeah, okay.
Okay.
So we'll bring that up when we do our final budget
Okay.
to you as the commission.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay.
And mostly that'll just cover some of your trapping.
Yep. Especially since we got all the other stuff sorted out, that big time
Okay,
suck was done with that, so.
Okay.
fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, so, I guess, yeah, it'll cover that cost to set the traps and those things.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Next item is ongoing business. First, we have the commission update.
Do you guys have anything to share with the mosquito board
I do not.
for this Three Forks?
No, I do not.
Okay. All right, vehicle and equipment update.
So currently, we do not provide any vehicles or equipment separate from the Townsend district that we would use for the Three Forks. I wouldn't do separate traps. I would just use the traps we already have in the Three Forks district that exist in the Townsend district.
Okay.
So the only expense that we would have to the district itself would be the purchase of dry ice
Okay.
moving forward.
All right, good. You know, and so, well, I guess one thing that John told me that kind of relates to our discussion, maybe in new business, he says that they do that trapping across the river in that other district, so I guess that data is available as well.
Yep, and the only thing I think it is nice to show our constituents is that we are trapping in our districts.
Sure.
Because even though Marnie Ralston does trap across the street and Drew Ziegler does trap across, that is a separate district.
Right.
And there is the potential that they are getting different results because we have a broad trap count difference between our traps in the Townsend district. So the potential is there, and it would be a good way to monitor effectiveness of the adulticide and larvicides that John is doing.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the other thing too is you'll be able to see the difference if that river really is a barrier.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they're trapping quite a bit more on that side than
Yep.
what we're showing, I mean, that's good data to have,
Yep,
right?
so I like to have information.
Yep.
The testing is free. Carol does the testing regardless. So that the cost of testing is free. So it would just be the dry ice is
Yeah.
the cost of the district.
Okay.
Can you remind me what the dry ice is used for? Again?
The dry ice produces carbon dioxide, and so that's the lure to the mosquitoes.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. Remember. All right. Anything else for ongoing? All right, next item is new business. John Semple contract discussion and decision.
So we did have Kaylin look over the contract that John sends, and so she made some changes, and then I think that Daryl found a couple of other little things. I guess the one thing that occurred to me today is a deadline for invoices. I don't know if we have that in there, just so that we can process them in a timely manner.
What would you like to see as a deadline? What would be reasonable?
Honestly, all of his work should be completed by October, November, so I think a December or January deadline is appropriate.
Like year end, basically?
Yeah, rather, calendar year end, not fiscal year end.
Right.
Okay.
Did he say why he hasn't gotten an invoice to you? Yeah, okay.
And so, like, this consideration, we can't pay him his initial startup thing until he invoices us, correct? That is our process, is that we have an invoice that's...
I'm looking through here where a good place to add that.
Yes.
Would it be, I don't know if we want to change the exhibit, is that a better place? I don't know.
Jessica, would it make sense under consideration 1A to put a deadline there for the startup fees? And then another deadline at end of year?
Yeah, so I think it could fall under consideration, because we do need to have an invoice to process the claim. So it could go under even item 1 that, no payments can be made until an invoice is received by Broadwater County. Invoices should be due by the end of the calendar year, 2024. In that, like, following selected services line. Is that appropriate?
So are we still under 1A or are we under 2
So
services?
I was looking at just putting it under 1, following the line for the following selected services. Where it says the district agrees to pay JHS, so that I would recommend adding something to the term. The district requires an invoice to make a payment. Invoices need to be received by whatever, however you think that wording should be. Because that's a good place to put it, because we're already talking about when payments.
Yeah, I like that right there.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing too is you could make it an item C, right?
Yeah,
That's-
Yeah, you can do
either
that.
or.
I
And
like
use-
that idea, it stands
Yeah.
out.
Just do an
yeah,
item C.
Do an item C and then use maybe a little bit of that language out of A, on or before December 31st. Amount invoice shall be, I'm just thinking out loud.
What is, can you say it again? One more time what you want to put in there?
So I was just kind of writing it
That's
out
right.
here too. All right, let me write this down and then you
Okay.
can edit me.
Okay.
Okay, so item C, the district requires invoices to pay claims. Invoices shall be provided by JHS on or before December 31st, 2024. Does that,
Okay. Go ahead and read it again so I can.
Yep. The district requires invoices to pay claims.
Okay.
Invoices shall be provided by JHS on or before December 31st, 2024.
I like it.
Like it. That's good.
So for line A, because we need him to invoice us, can that also just read December 31st?
Yep.
Okay. Just want to write that in there rather than leave it at open.
So, for this agreement, the first blank, I think we could put today's date in there. And then for the blank on, item 2, I think it could say that services shall begin tomorrow, if he were to begin.
Okay.
And then begin terms of agreement June 19th through December 31st. Does that work for you guys?
December.
From June to December, is that what you
Yep.
said? Okay.
Okay.
And then do we need to change the chairperson for this contract?
Yep.
Probably.
We do.
Are you
Well,
are
know
you
what,
sure you
though?
want to give it over? Are you sure?
Let's do this. Rather than have to redo this contract, here, we just say to the current chair or something of
Oh,
that
yeah.
nature.
No,
Because
so I
the
just,
address isn't gonna change.
no, I
No.
was actually looking at for the signatures.
Oh, for the
The
chair.
last page.
The last page.
Oh.
Just change the name. Or no, technically, because you are the chair of the Broadwater County Commissioners.
Yeah, that's truth.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't change.
No, that'll stay the same.
So does this have to go in front of us then?
Yeah, because we have to approve all contracts.
Yeah. So this will have to go on a commission agenda.
Okay. So then, do those dates then come to you? I mean, so do the dates on there come, do you enter those dates at your meeting?
We will.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then never
So-
mind.
Disregard what we just went through.
Except for the line that we're gonna
Yeah,
add.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
All right. Is that everything, Jess?
Yes.
Who has the, do I have the,
You have the master copy.
do I?
Uh-oh.
You don't?
You could send it back to me and I'll make the edit and then I'll send it out to
Yeah.
you guys as for the
Yeah.
commission to review.
You have a, yeah, you have an electronic copy.
Yep, I have electric
You
copy.
like electronic copy?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yep.
Okay.
So then, when is our next meeting that we can present this at?
26, that goes in tomorrow, right? We could put you on the agenda for the 26th if you want to be on there.
Let's do that, just so that we can begin
Okay.
service. So,
Okay.
the only thing we didn't address, do we want to specify? Do we want to specify the trapping will be done by Broadwater County, or do we just leave it as?
Here's my thought. I think if we just leave it the way it is,
Mhm.
it's not in the contract,
Yep.
you'll just
They
take
do.
it.
Then it'll-
Okay? Fair enough?
Yep.
Okay.
And then Daleen, you'll get this added to the calendar for next week?
Yes,
Perfect.
correct.
All right. Do we have a motion?
Did we select our next meeting date?
Not yet, but it looks like
We're
we're
still
doing
in
that
the
on agenda 9, or down on,
So we need to
number 9.
approve
Number
the
9.
Oh, I see.
contract.
Oh,
We
we're
need to
on-
approve the contract first, yeah.
Okay, I'll make a motion to approve the contract with the amendments discussed.
Okay,
I'll second that motion.
all right. There's been a motion and a second to approve the Mosquito Control Program Agreement contract with the amendments as discussed. Is there any public comment? Is there any public comment? Any public comment? All right, all in favor? Please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, motion passes.
Okay.
Just a second. All right. So item number 8, we are doing a Three Forks Mosquito Board Roundtable.
So this is something that the weed board likes to do, where they just discuss anything that they have as concerns, that they don't make, decisions or things like that. It's just an opportunity for them to share with the other board. So I thought I would include it on this if that's something you guys would like the opportunity to do.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have anything today, but
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. Did I ask something earlier? I felt like I asked you something earlier. I thought you said-
Carbon dioxide, what does the dry ice do for?
Oh, but something before that about, and you said we would address it at the roundtable. I felt like we asked you something earlier. No?
I don't
Okay, I don't recall.
I don't remember.
Then it probably wasn't that important, but it's all right. Do you have anything? No?
Oh, she's
not on this
the other board.
I'm on Broadwater.
Oh, you're just here to hang out.
She's
Okay.
on the next
she's on
board.
the next one.
All right.
I'm on the next board.
Thanks for confusing me. No, okay.
Sorry.
That's all right. I thought you were just maybe running late. Okay. Nobody has anything? All right, let's move on. Next meeting, set for July 16th at 3:30 p.m.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Are there any other announcements? Nope. Jess, is that all you got? Yep. Okay. All right, we will adjourn at 4:04 p.m.
Thanks.
And now for desks that you actually care about.
Like, review the contract, I'm really far
Thank
behind.
you.